I knew I was going to do this too.
The people that come to GTI, our team members, they're special. They deserve so much in this world. And something like GTI it's an amazing thing for them. When they get off that bus and they come to you and they're excited to see you and they give you a big hug. And
what other place can you work where people are happy to see you all the time and give you a side hug or a fist pump?
And at the end of the day, all of our clients are very loud and excitable because they've just had the best day ever, every day.
They bring our kids joy, you know.
We've been around for over 50 years now. We had a really large state institution here, and as that institution closed and individuals were being moved into the community, we were a part of that solution. We started with, if I remember correctly, 10 individuals. Now we serve well over 300 individuals and provide different services as far as interpreting services for the deaf population and a lot of different work opportunities.
Sometimes there can be an assumption that folks with disabilities are just receivers. They're just some need that needs to be met, and that's just not true.
We are people first before our disability. We're not just someone in a wheelchair. We're not just someone who's blind. We have dreams and passions and desires. We want to be just like you out in the community. We want to be able to choose what activities we want to do, what our favorite things are, where we want to work, who we want to work with and spend time with. I was born totally blind. Growing up, I took both general ed and special education in school. When I graduated, I started working here at GTI. Started out small, working 2 days a week, just doing some of the factory and assembly line work that we do. But because I've always had a passion and interest for radio, media, broadcasting, and public speaking, we were able to come up with a specific plan for me to follow those dreams and goals. Even since just coming to GTI over these last 4.5 years, I've been able to grow and expand upon that even more, especially when it comes to pushing myself and challenging myself to move up to the next level as much as possible. But the most important thing is independence.
You know, we work with such a vulnerable group of people that a lot of them aren't even their own guardians, aren't even, you know, the person that has a lot of say in anything, where they live, what they do. If we can get more of our guys out into the community more often and get them as independent as possible, I think that that's one of the most beautiful things that GTI can do. You know, we have some people who that will never be a possibility for them. And so GTI is beautiful for them in the sense that they have their community here.
My son Nick started attending Grand Traverse Industry right out of the adult work center. He's a part of a community here. If Nick didn't come to Grand Traverse Industry, he would not have a place to go. I mean, he could stay home with us, but he needs to be out with other people and not just mom and dad.
When it comes to parents, when it comes to guardians for the individuals that we serve, from the moment that the individual was born, they were told what was wrong, what somebody couldn't do, and all of the negative that kind of comes around with that. They've already fought a battle all this time, trying to make sure that their child can participate, that their child can be a part, that their child can make friends, that their child can have a life just like everybody else has a life and be able to do the things that everybody else does. And so when they're provided the right environment with the right support, you can see somebody thrive. You can see somebody start to make some of those wins in life. They be able to contribute. They get to be a part of a team. They get to make friendships and learn how to be a part of what everybody else is doing. And for parents, they start to see boy, my child had more in them than what I had been told all these years. It just comes down to having the right support and the right perspective and being given the same opportunities everybody else is given.
Some of my kids have really made more gains than what anybody thought because they guided people.
Our philosophy here is paychecks and smiles. Every day when you walk through these doors, you're surrounded by caring, loving staff and team members that just want to be a part of the community, that want to be a part of something.
We're bringing different people to the table who have been overlooked for various reasons. We educate and we help people shift their perspective around how can somebody contribute and what can they do.
I would like to think that every day, based on the work that our team does here, we are helping to change how people look at folks with disabilities, that they see them first as people. That seems pretty basic, but that's a really, really important place to start, is they are our neighbors, our friends, our fellow humans, and maybe some of them can't talk. Maybe some of them can't walk. Maybe they have a hard time understanding certain things, but they're still humans. They're still people that deserve respect, dignity.
I think that down the road, in 50 years from now, hopefully GTI will just be looked at as another place with just more people and not different people.